All right, here we are, Eric McDonald here in Cheyenne with We Buy Houses, working on the 2609 East 9th Street flip. We're actually into the 6th week, or I am into the 6th week of renovations. The house is cleared out of everything. I had a dumpster in here, and 30-yard dumpster plus a bunch of hauling out, got everything out. I've got the roof done. I used some architectural shingles, so I took off the T-locks, put a roof on. That has to happen to get really any lending to your end buyer. I have seeded the lawn. It is green. I would like to get some grass in here, and it's been nice. It's been raining like crazy the past 7 days, so I watered it nicely. There were a bunch of weeds here. I just put gravel there. Just some really easy stuff. I've washed the windows. I'm not going to replace windows, just going to wash them. I did wash them, so that's all I'm going to do there. I still have to paint though, still have to scrape and paint. Here I've really, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to put a thick coat of epoxy down, probably just the blue, like the foundation, on here to try to cover up all the cracks and stuff. So, but that still has to get done. As far as the basement windows, I've been considering replacing those, but I'm just going to leave them. I just don't think it's going to raise the value at all by replacing those windows. If I were to live in it myself, I probably would, but not a flip. You just don't want to over renovate. So coming on inside. I know we have these hardwood floors here. I just have to still refinish those. It still stinks in here. I've Lysoled a lot of stuff, but it's going to take a coat or two of oil-based primer, I think, to get this done and paint. So I am going to leave this. It's just too much work to take it out, and it doesn't raise the value of the house at all by taking it out. So and most people like it, quite honestly. So I still have to do all that. I have everything kind of sponged down. There was so much grime everywhere that I've had to sponge down all the baseboards and stuff so I even could prime it to seal it all up. So I've been doing that. I ripped out the toilet and the vanity. You know, I am going to update several things. Ripped out the wall surround there as well. I'm going to keep the tub mainly because it's just too much work to put a new one in. I think I can clean this one up just fine. And you can buy a tub surround for this, but it'd be very tricky, and I think it'd look not so professional to cut around that window. Just I don't think it will work out as well as you'd think. So I'm going to put the white with their like subway tiles, like a gloss white tile, and that'll really look sharp. Redo these floors. Probably just put some sheet vinyl down is the easiest. Just don't want to over renovate. Whatever is extremely easy is what you want to do. Okay, coming in here, these pretty much just need primed and painted now. I've cleaned everything out, sponged it all down, got all the grime out of here, and I'm just going to paint them. So this will be fairly easy to paint and redo the floors, and these rooms will be about good. This paneling, it does date the house. However, it's just one of those things that it's just, I'd have to rip it out and then take it away, and there's just a lot of time in that. There is sheetrock behind it, but I might just paint it white, and I'm going to prime it white and see how it looks. If I don't like that, I can always rip it out, but it'd be a lot easier than taking it out. So that's about all in here. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all the switches and switch plates. These are really grimy, as you can see. That really makes the house look good just by updating those, and maybe even updating you know, a lamp. But that one actually looks probably fine, honestly, with some of them. So just a really cheap way to update stuff, as well as the outlets. These outlets are really grimy, and most of them are broken anyway, which went past code. But just, you know, put nice white ones or beige ones in there that look clean. I have updated the furnace here. This one is for that solar system heat thing on the roof. But I have got a new electric update in, 150 amp service. I have done an update on the furnace and the hot water heater as well, so it's all new. This paneling does date it a little bit, but I'm just going to leave it in and paint it. It's just not going to be, it's just too much work to rip that stuff out. But I will, just replace the outlets again. They're, make them all the same color. But pretty much just paint this. I'm just going to paint the ceiling as well. I'm going to make just going to paint the cabinets, just the gloss white. But you can see I've taken the knobs off. I'm going to put new knobs on, and I'm just going to paint right over those blue things, just because I think it was too much work to try to take all those out and put new ones in. So as you can see, I cleaned up this countertop. It's not the best, but it's white. I think I even could get it maybe more white with try to bleach some more stuff, but it's good enough. It really is. I could put another sheet of Formica on here. I'm talking myself out of it. I think it's just at this point it's not going to be that bad. Same with this flooring. This flooring is. I would definitely pick a different color, but it's in good shape. I'm just going to keep it. The baseboards though were pretty bad as far as cat hair, and they had absorbed a lot of moisture either from them peeing or getting a flood in here, so I have to replace that because it was just nasty. So I do have to replace those. I'm just going to paint these nice built-in cabinets. It's just really easy to save me a lot of money. You're looking at 1 gallon of paint here versus hundreds of dollars in new cabinetry. Okay, now we're going downstairs here. Again, I just cleaned up a lot of stuff here. See if you can see downstairs here. The last video I shot, this was just full of stuff, But it's still just kind of pieces of carpet pad still stuck to the floor, but I'll get all that off. This is the laundry room. There's just kind of an empty space there. The washer and dryer right there, and then you got a nice kind of sink there. I made it out of concrete. It's extremely heavy. I'm just going to leave it. Again, I just got to clean up these windows. I'll just scrape that off, clean up these windows, and it'll look just fine. I may end up priming all these walls here just to try to get the stench out of here. It's just that stench just sticks to everything, and Lysol in it has not done the trick. So try to get this light so you can see everything here. Here's a bench. You could rip this bench out. It's got big holes in it, as you can see there. The top's all ripped off, but it's just I think I was going to paint it, and that's how it'll be. And there's kind of underneath the steps there. But this was all full of stuff. I mean, this was just full of probably I probably could have filled up a 50-yard dumpster actually with everything. So let's go on to this room here. Probably can't see anything. Well, yeah, I kind of can. Here's the new washer, or not, the new hot water heater and the new furnace. Kind of give you, this was about $2,000, the furnace to get put in. And it's not a high efficiency one, it just gets the job done. And I think it was about $400 with the labor and costs and materials for all that, even buying the hot water heater. So that was actually fairly cheap. I'll probably get a bifolding door here just to kind of cover that up. And this is the third bedroom I'm going to make into a bedroom. It's already here. I debated putting in a egress window until you start to look at the cost of what it takes to put one in, and how it actually really doesn't raise the value of the house. None of them else in this neighborhood do. It's a nice thing to have, but if you have an extra $3,500, you know, do it. But it's just not something I'm going to have. Still have some of their clothes in here I haven't got rid of. I haven't done much down here besides clean it out. So I'm trying to save some bucks here, and I mean, you still advertise it as a 3-bedroom. Everyone still does. Whether you're supposed to or not, I'm not really quite sure, but people do, and it just won't upgrade. And you really can't see anything in here. But there was a carpet over this, and I just ripped it all up. There's this checkerboard tile. I'm just going to put carpet right back over it and paint. This is all a dark, here we go, like a dark, I don't know, like kind of plywood type walls. I'm just going to paint it all white to brighten it up, and prime it and paint it, and that'll be good enough. So so pretty much just priming and painting and carpet in this room. So that'd be really easy. Brighten it up, hopefully. These lights aren't very good, but we'll see how the paint brightens it up. Okay. Obviously put carpet on these stairs as well. Okay, I've cleaned up all of this. This was all just full of dirt. I put gravel here, just trying to make it look a little bit cleaner, and I did. Haven't done anything. I contemplated getting this concrete replaced, but it's just an expense that I don't think needs to be done. There are cracks everywhere, but that's just how it is. So here is the backyard. This is really transformed. I spent all my time outside at first. That shed right there used to be right here on this patio. I moved it over there. I've just cleaned everything up a whole lot. I've reseeded the lawn. It's growing back grass. But this fence here was about 15 feet back. I actually ripped up this fence and moved it. It was probably where that junk was. I moved it all the way up here just so I could have some off-street parking. Okay. And see, there's no garage or anything on here, so I wanted to really get that done. And I think that'll be pretty marketable. It's, you know, gravel's fairly cheap. This was, I don't know, a couple $100, I guess, for all the materials, $300 or something. And I mean, I think it's a big selling point now. It was a big backyard. I had the room to do it. Still have a nice backyard here. Everything's still fenced. Okay. Again, I thought about replacing some of this concrete. I might just, it's called skim coating. You just kind of patch it. I think that's all I'm going to do. It's just too much money to get all this stuff done, and it doesn't necessarily up the value of the house. It doesn't have to be a brand new house, just new to someone. So that's really about where I'm at. We'd really like to hear your comments if you think I should do something or not do something that you saw. But I think I'm just under $7,000 in renovations at this point, and I've got a lot done. Again, I bought it at 60, $7,000 into it. I'm probably thinking 10 to 12,000 total. Hopefully not even that, but when you do all the work yourself, it's great. So. And then hope to sell it for, in the 130s is what I'm making on. So, but thanks for watching, and let me know your comments.